Cancel black tax. 2024. Cancel black tax. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Msala. If it's your first time stopping by, definitely welcome. And if it's not, thanks for being an OG. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to 1,000 subscribers this year. We're getting to 1,000 subscribers by hook or crook. Today's topic of the day is black tax. If you live abroad, you know what I'm talking about. Black tax is when family members, friends, distant relatives, unknown people, I think they become unknown godmen, when they start to tax you based off of the fact that you're just living abroad. They don't know if you have a job, they don't know how you're surviving, and frankly they do not care. They don't know how you get by on a daily basis. They don't know what you are doing, what you are up to, how you are coping. They don't even know if you have a car or not. They don't know if you are struggling, but they feel very entitled to your money, and like they will do anything to ask for help. Now, to me, when I first got to America, I've been in America for 10 years now. Can you imagine? I've been in America for 10 years. Well, it'll be 10 years in November. But like, in my 10 years of living in America, I realized that it's not everybody that comes to you for help that you actually help, because there's a lot of people who are abroad right now. So I feel like what most people back home now, what they do, quote me if I'm wrong, but what they do now is they'll reach out to like 5-10 people and let them know that this is what the issue they're facing or something. And there's no way you reach out to 10 people and at least 5 to 7 of those people do not get back to you with something in return. Something, I mean cash. So these people, it's not like they are broke. That's why you help somebody today, and in your mind though, you feel like, oh, I really helped this person, or I helped them sort out this bill or something. Then you will see them that very weekend. You will see them at an Owambe with ashwebi and everything and makeup done professionally. And it's like, I thought you needed money for hospital bills or something. Like, and I'm not saying that everybody who reaches out to you are lying or they're not to be trusted, but then you also have to use your number 6, spirit of discernment. When I first got to America, every time somebody would ask me for money, I never like questioned it. I would just send it, even if it was my last card, like even if it was my last kobo. Like I just felt like, oh, this person is reaching out to me, I'm probably like the last option. And you know, I used to feel like I had this savior mentality, like if I don't help this person, then they're not going to have their next meal. You roll up back. Sorry, I don't know why I'm always speaking Yoruba, but like, it's a lie. Don't ever feel like you're saving somebody from this almighty tragic thing that they're going through, because guess what? If you did not exist today, they will find a way out. They will have their next meal. They will even go for a party. They will pay that bill that you feel like you are saving them from. Like, you're not the only person who can come through for them. And my own problem with black tax is that the minute you do it once, people feel like it's their birthright to always come back to you. It's not going to work like that. Like, I've learned my lesson. Obviously, before I learned my lesson, I've been very foolish and generous. I use foolish and generous in the same sentence because I feel like when somebody comes to you over and over again, at that point, they don't really need help. They just need somebody to leech off of. That's how I feel. And I'm very sure that I'm 100% correct. They don't need someone to leech off of. The only thing you can save the only thing that can help you from black tax is learning how to say no. You guys, the minute I learned how to say no, I just became a changed person, because there was nothing anybody could say to me. Like, you could tell me that you're dying tomorrow and I'm like, hey, yeah, sorry, I can't help you right now. And it's not because I became stone-hearted or whatever it is. And maybe I did. But like, that's the only thing that has helped me so far. And if you learn how to say no, if you learn the habit of saying no in every circumstance, every situation, I promise you nobody's going to be able to take you for a fool, and you will not feel used every time. Because guess what? Not everybody that you help actually appreciates it. That's the annoying part. Some people will ask you for money, and the minute you send the money, they will just say, "Sin, thanks," and they won't reach out to you again until the next time they need help. So it's like, oh, I have this tree back in America, I always, coffee money out for me. I don't care how they make it, as long as they send it to me. Hey, Mister, I'm looking for a tree. I'm looking for a tree. Maybe I just got broke, or maybe I just got wiser. Like, if you're not, like, if I don't really know that you truly need this thing, I'm not helping you, baby girl, I'm not helping you. Literally one time somebody told me that I went for a trip, and at that time I just knew that I wanted to travel. I knew that travel was one thing that was top of my list. I just wanted to do it. And then I went for a trip. But then at the time when I was traveling, I never used to stay in hotels or Airbnb because I couldn't afford it. So I would look for a friend who was staying in the city, and I'll just stay with them, even if it was like a weekend or a week. At least I fulfilled my purpose of being in the air. Do you get what I mean? Like, obviously, it has to be like a very close friend or someone that I relate with very well. So now these people back home do not know that this girl cannot afford Airbnb or hotel fees. They just see that this girl, you are traveling, let me just bill you. And then this guy sent me a message. To me, I felt like this was my close friend. I used the word to me. I felt like this guy was my close friend. It just sent me a message from nowhere and said, see me, I see you balling, send me $100 now. And I'm like, $100? I'm like, I don't have money. Like, that was the first time I said no. I said, I don't have any money right now. And I was like, but you just came back from a trip. And I was like, I just came back from a trip. Like, do you even know how I funded myself to go for that trip? Do you know if somebody bought my ticket for me? You don't even know the plans. You don't know nothing. And you just put all your own burden on me, and you expect me to just come through for you regardless of how I find the money. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy blocked me. On top of the money that I don't have. You asked me, like, he didn't ask me for a figure in naira. He asked me for a figure in dollars. And he did not ask me, he didn't say, give me whatever you have, or I'm broke. Like, he didn't really specify what he wanted money for, which I don't care, honestly. But then you feeling like it's okay for you to ask me for money, demand how much you need, and also tell me the reasons why you know that I have the money. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy blocked me as soon as I told him that I didn't have the money. And I was like, it cannot be possible. This guy blocked me. Like, I was at a different level of delulu. I think I was probably 21 at the time, or 22. I feel like I was such a small baby. So to me, it was like, this person cannot block me. His number was that be hacked. His number was... Because to me, I felt like if we are old enough to a certain extent, I feel like we should be mature enough, and like, you should not expect anything from me because I'm not your mother. Frankly, I'm not your mother. Even your mother will get to a point where she'll tell you that this is what I can afford, though. If you can do it, it's good for you. If you can't, then don't eat. Like, it's not compulsory. You will survive regardless. That's just the end of the story. You will survive. But like, don't put all your burden on me because you believe that I had this imaginary money somewhere and I have no other choice than to bring out the money for you. It's not happening, baby. It's not going to happen. Not today, not tomorrow. So the summary of the story is that learn how to say no. Learn how to say no, and always remember that you're not responsible for anybody except your children. Even your parents, if you give your parents, it's out of the goodness of your heart, because there's some children out there that they don't do anything for their parents, and they're having a very flamboyant lifestyle. They really do not care. According to African mentality, it's like, when you make money, you're supposed to, care for your parents in return and all. You're supposed to care for them, but you're not supposed to cough everything that you make. Wait, this month, drop it. This month, because you have your own bills as well. The older you get, it's like you're now paying what? Rent, light bill, insurance. And if you live in America, you know what I'm talking about. Like, the bills do not stop coming. The bills do not stop coming. So imagine you having your personal bills and then people still billing you on top of your personal bills. And now you feel like you are required to add that onto your plate. You are not. You are not. You don't need to feel like you are saving anybody from anything, because guess what? If you did not exist today, I don't know what book I read it in, but like, if you did not exist today, like, if you just pretend that you died today, obviously we say God forbid, but just pretend that you died. This person, will they have their next meal? Will they pay their school fees? Will they pay for their hospital bill? Will they buy new shoe? Will they, like, the list goes on and on. Alaye Masha, yeah, that's what Yoruba people say. Translate to English: the owner of the life will do their life. The owner of the life will do their life, because guess what? Everybody's going to figure it out. I'm figuring out my life right now, and I'm not depending on anybody. So why should you depend on me? Why should you believe that because I'm abroad, I magically have this money for you? Like, why? Don't do that. Anyways, cancel black tax 2024. Cancel black tax. Every time I open TikTok, I see people saying, I'm never sending money to Africa again. I'm never sending money to Africa again. Because even though you send money a lot of times, like, it's a sense of entitlement that is attached to it. It's the lack of empathy that is attached to it. Like, people really do not care. They just want to keep collecting. Like, takers have no limit. That's the word. Takers have no limit. And so givers need to use their sense to realize that you are not Jesus. Even Jesus cannot save everybody. That's just the fact. So anyways, I hope you have learned one or two things from here today, and I hope that I've been able to convince and not convince you that you are not anybody's mother except your children. Except your children's mother. You are not anybody's parent. You are not, nobody's entitled to what you have, and you should not feel obligated to care for somebody. Like, anything you do should be out of your own will, your thoughts, and what you feel like, oh, this is what I feel like doing for this person. But then somebody coming to you constantly, for that matter, to ask for a particular number, like, oh, I need to do this, and okay, do it, my dear. Do what you have to do and take me out of your, like, just imagine that you don't exist. These people will live their life completely fine normally. You do not need to be abroad and be paying people school fees, house rent, hospital bill. Guess what? They'll be fine. Nobody ever died from owing money or being unable to pay their school fees or anything. Last, the children will go home and they will go back again next day. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I hope you learned one or two things from here. Kindly stick out for more videos this year. We're coming back. Take care of yourself. Be good to everyone around you. Bye. Thank you.